Hi everyone! My name is Amanda and today we are wrapping up the Booktube-A-Thon. I thought why not just end this where it all started, out here, and today I'm going to talk about the books that I did read during the Booktube-A-Thon and what I thought about them and just what challenges I managed to get through and not get through and all that jazz. The first thing I'm going to do is just thank Ariel so much for creating this wonderful event. It has been loads and loads of fun and this year was just so great. Thank you, Ariel. You did an amazing job. So I did not read as much as I'd hoped to read during the Booktube-A-Thon. I just didn't feel like reading all the time. I don't know why. It just happened. I managed to read 1068 pages, which is kind of meh, and I managed to get through 4 books, which is not 7, and that's also kind of meh, but I really did enjoy the books I read. And yeah, so the first book I read was Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. This book completed the challenge to read a book with pictures in it. This book has pictures and I did really enjoy this book. It is about a boy and his grandfather unfortunately dies and he can't really deal with his loss. So he decides to go to an island where his grandfather grew up, and there he finds Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children all abandoned, and the children who lived there weren't exactly normal. And this book started out so good. It was so creepy. The feeling was just eerie and I loved it. Unfortunately, once I hit that kind of breaking point in the story, I felt like that eerie, creepy feeling kind of vanished and the story just took a new turn, and not for the worst, not at all, but I really like that creepy, eerie feeling and I didn't feel that throughout the rest of the book. Overall, I just really enjoyed this book and I gave it a 4.5 stars, I think. So the next 2 books I picked up were Mouse Volume 1 and 2. This is a bind-up of the 2 volumes and they are graphic novels, as you can see. And I must say, just wow. These are very different. They were the first graphic novels I've ever read, so therefore I won't be able to actually rate this because I have nothing to compare it to, so therefore this book will have no rating. But I would describe these books as dark, horrible, and honest. I must say I am a big fan of everything that is written about the Second World War, so instantly I did really enjoy this in a very different and raw way. We were given the story of not only Vladek, the main character, but also the story of his son, Art Spiegelman, which is the writer of this story, and we also get to see the development of the actual story, if that makes sense. You get to see scenes where Art interviews his father, and you get to see scenes where you can see how the war affected his father and how Art himself has to deal with his father almost dying. And I think the mixtures of time periods really helped to bring depth to the characters, and the book did a very good job at showing humans all sides and that no one is perfect. So the last book I finished during the Booktube-A-Thon was this book, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close by Jonathan Safran Foer. And I really enjoyed this book. It is about a boy and his father dies in the 9/11 terrorist attack, and it is just about him coping with his father's death, basically. He finds a key in his father's closet, and because his father used to leave clues for him to find stuff, he thinks that this key is a clue to something his father wants him to find. So he goes on this epic journey to find the lock of the key. But this is not just the story of Oscar, the main character. We also get to read letters from his grandfather and his grandmother and how their relationship formed and how the Second World War affected their relationship. This book is a book with very many layers. At times this book was really hard to understand. I think a lot of stuff just went right over my head. I would love to reread the story once I'm maybe a bit older, so I really understand everything, because I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars because I really want to save that last star until the book reaches its full potential for me, because I feel like I didn't get the whole experience because I probably didn't understand everything. But with that said, I really loved this book. I did watch the movie and it was okay. It was a good movie because some things just didn't really translate into the big screen as well as it did in the book. And I gave the movie 3 out of 5 stars, I think. So once I finished that book, I kind of got in a reading slump, book hangover type of situation, and I really tried reading something else. I finished it on Saturday morning and I just couldn't bring myself to read anymore. I tried picking up Sandman by Neil Gaiman, a graphic novel, but I just couldn't get into it. I read 40 pages or something, and when that didn't work out, I tried False Memory by Dan Krokas, because this is really short and the text is really big, but I just couldn't get into it, so I gave up. I gave up. I'm sorry. But anyway, that was actually the Booktube-A-Thon, and like I said, I enjoyed everything I read and it has been an amazing week. I did compete in 2 of the giveaway challenges, and I actually won one of them and the other one got an honorable mention, which is crazy. I will leave a link to both of the videos in the description box if you would like to go watch them. And that was actually everything for this year. I'm already anticipating next year, so that is just how much I enjoyed this week. Thank you once again, Ariel. This event was just amazing. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up because that would help me out a lot. Do not forget to subscribe, and I'll see all of you guys in my next video, so stay tuned. Bye!